This is my second conversation. The first one was with Sunita, and yeah, I'm
Thank you so much
really.
for inviting me to your channel, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to have introduction and to have a conversation with you. So if I introduce myself, I am Gulnaz Aslam. I am from Punjab, Pakistan. And as far as my educational career is concerned, I have done my master's in English and I have done my master's in history as well. And I achieved my gold medal in history, and I have been topper scholarship holder throughout my educational career consistently for 6 years, and I have been the writer and editor of college magazine Umbal. And apart from that, 2010 was the most memorable period, the most fascinating period of my life. And why it was memorable, why it was fascinating, and why it was just like the rainbow, because it colored my life. And that was the first step. And if you ask me why it was so fantastic, then I was invited as a essay writing competition, as an essay writing competitioner or candidate, and I achieved second position at divisional level, and I was awarded with the 40,000 and a certificate by where the minister of jail at Gujranwala. And then I was promoted to the provincial level, and I again secured and won the competition. I was awarded with 75,000 and a certificate, and a 2 days stay at Carlton Tower Hotel. And a historical visit was the most memorable period of my life, because I was offered a historical visit to all the historical buildings of Lahore, and it was coached by the government of Punjab at that time, and it was so fantastic that even you cannot imagine the traffic signals. If you can see, the traffic signals are not just like shut down, but I had that. At that moment, I visualized that or wherever our bus was crossing the red signals were turned off, literally turned off, and our bus was coached by different kinds of officials, security guards, and it seemed like we are living in a dreamlike condition at that time. And after my completing my education, I started coaching at the New England College to the master's classes in language and linguistics. And after marriage, I started teaching, and I have been the head of department in English and History at Bahia Foundation College. And another thing which is quite striking for me is to be respected, or is to show respect to me by my teacher during the BA session, when she had severe throat problem, and she just said, Gulnaz, you have to teach instead of me to the 12th standard. And you know, the strength of 12th standard were nearly 266 students, literally, all packed, all crowded room. And I just asked one question from my teacher, can I teach? Can you think I can teach? This was my literal caption, which I provided to my teacher, and my teacher just smiled, and she just said, you can do. And I just started delivering literally lecture in the form of lecture to the 12th standard at that moment when I was the student of BA. So this is all my educational career. And if you talk about my family, I have 4 kids. My eldest son is the speaker, debater. He has recently won at district level. My youngest daughter is also a speaker and debater at her school. And the last, and you can say the youngest son, is also studying at the convent school, and he is also a brilliant one. And the youngest of all is a toddler. This is all about me.
That's so nice. Yeah, it's so nice. I mean, the few couple of things that touched me, or like one, the teacher giving you that opportunity to, ready to have that confidence in you. That we need teachers like that, and above all, congratulations on all of your achievements. It's not really easy to stay focused and winning, be it awards or grades. It's really great, and especially two masters. It's not easy. So one needs to have that kind of passion to study. Not everybody gets it. It's not really easy to stay focused, and studying is not an easy thing. So yeah, and also really nice to hear about your children. They're also doing great, and no wonder they are doing it because you know how to train. You have trained yourself. Now you know how to train your kids. So I'm sure they will go places. Yeah, thank you for that
Now,
great introduction.
I want to have just your introduction. So I want to know about your personality, about your educational, about your practical career. So can
Sure.
you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Shyla. I am originally from India. Again, that's one thing, good thing that I like about the conversation. Our conversation is that yeah, I'm from India, originally from India, and you're from Pakistan, and yeah, it's really a great collaboration. So I am from India. Do you know much about India, the places? I'm from the south, Kerala. Um, there's a place called Trivandrum, so that's where I'm from. And I've lived on most of my life there. So the past 13 years, I've been living in England. I moved to the UK when I got married. My husband was working here, so I joined him. And before then, I worked in India. I did my master's in computer science, and then soon after I completed it, I joined an IT organization in Kerala. And then when I moved to the UK, I joined the same organization here. I'm in the IT delivery space. Yeah, and we're a family of three, small family. My husband, and our 12-year-old son. Yeah.
It's nice to have your introduction.
Sorry.
It's nice to have your
Uh,
introduction to know
yeah.
about your personality and about your career and your travel from India
And
to
then
UK.
yeah,
Entirely a new experience or a new adventure for you to move from one culture to entirely different culture.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I hadn't thought about that I would be moving to a different country, or because I'm not a travel person at all. Even in India, I haven't really seen many places. I'm a bit lazy from that perspective. I'd say. I mean, I know that a lot of people they say that they have itchy feet, like they want to travel, but I'm just the opposite. I've been very lazy. To me, like a perfect here in this country to they go on holiday, like when the children have like their school. We call it like every 6 weeks they get one week break. That's how it works here. And their summer holidays in July. They get like how many weeks? No, every 6 week they get one week break. Then in December they get like 2 weeks, and then in July they get like their 6 weeks summer holiday. So when they go on holiday, they like every break they go on a holiday, like to visit a country. To me, I mean, my husband, he likes going and seeing places. So I'm very lazy. To me, a proper holiday is like sitting and relaxing somewhere and eating. That's what. But I definitely
It's so
like.
nice because you are quite contrary to to most of the majority of the people who just want to seek the vacation and then go on some trip or on some traveling, but you just want to stay in your at your own home. And if it means that you want to spend your time with yourself, because in practical career we don't have that much space to spend life and to spend literally a life of one's own self for one's own sake.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. Actually, it's not just my own home, like where I want to sit. I could go and sit elsewhere as well, because I'm lazy. I don't like walking around, and that's the thing. So, but if I can sit and relax somewhere, eating, and I could go. Everything has to be like in a comfortable. All these travel. Sorry.
You want to be in your comfortable zone whenever you have your free time.
Exactly. And I could go on a solo trip maybe, because when you go on a solo trip, you just have to think about yourself. You can do whatever you like at your own pace, you know. Like if I want to stop somewhere and have food and then relax and then go. But if you're going in a group, like, you know, everybody will be like different. They would, some people might want to take pictures, some might want to go to a nice place and then, yeah, or you see as many places as they would like to see. So, yeah,
Now
it's
we are,
that's what.
when we are restricted by the consent, by the different choices of others, and when we are in a layerly mood, or when we are by our own selves, we got our own independence, and we have our own freedom, whether to choose the food, whether to choose the places we want to visit, whether we want to have some relaxing moments. So
How
you
about
want to
you?
get your freedom.
Freedom. Yeah. How about you? What do you, are you a travel person, or do you like to see places? Are
Whenever
you,
I Okay. Whenever I have time or during vacations, I spend most of my time writing different kind of speeches for my kids and then making them prepared, because these holidays or these types of vacations are an excellent time for me, because during the educational or during the schooling period we don't have enough time, and I want to utilize this time for making them prepared for extracurricular activities, so that they do not have that kind of burden when they are going to school.
oh, that's really, I'm like, you're very disciplined when it comes to your kids' education, which is great. You know, it's not easy to bring up one child. You're bringing up four children, and that too really disciplined, and it's great, I should say. Yeah. So I mean, it's, I'm not surprised because that's how you have done your, you know, you know how to do that. It's what, if one knows how to study, then obviously it's easy for you to pass it on to your children as well. So that's, yeah, great.
I have literally converted my room into a study room, and I will show you the map on the wall, one wall, and the other maps are on the other room, and different kinds of boards are here, study table, and often you can see that the side table is often decorated with different kinds of vases and flowers and other decorating things or items. But I have decorated each my side table with different kinds of books. Apart from syllabus books, there are some kind of nonehals are very popular, and educating books for some pictorial stories are there. uh, Already there are many books, and you can see, and I will show you later, so that whenever the kids have time they can pick up any book of their own choice and just start reading. Even I just prefer to offer them the breakfast, and with the breakfast I often place a book of their own choice, because I know what kind of book they are interested in. With a breakfast tray I have a book apart from that, and I just place them before I place before them. And if I have this belief that even if they read a page, even the shortest one, they can be educated in the best possible way. Because if they are studying only for 5 minutes, if they are studying for only 10 minutes during their breakfast, these 5 or 10 moments or 10 minutes are enough, and these are the excellent period, because we are not forcing them to sit down, we are
Yeah.
not forcing them to study anything. We have given them the own choice to pick any story of their own choice and just read whatever, and what amount of page or what amount of lines they have to read. We have given them the freedom, and the this freedom is quite essential, because the lines and the concept which they will read will be ingrained in their brain. And this is how I do, and how I just say I will manipulate, and I am manipulating my kids during the lunchtime and during the dinner time. And one thing is that they are quite interested in CID, an Indian serial. They are very interested, and they are keen to watch CID. So I just have this gift, this reward after reading approximately
Okay.
half an hour.
Yeah,
And then I
that's the
say that
only
if
screen
you
time.
study or if you read for half an hour, then your serial would be, if it is of 42 mainly it is of 42 minutes. Then I say that your reward is 42 minutes CID with your mom and with your father, and they get excited and they read. So in this way, you have to just make them at their best, because we don't have to make it as a subject. We don't have to put them and drag them. No, you have to read this. No, you have to read. This is not the way. You have to inculcate the things which they like the most, and then combine them. Reward, thing, and the reward. Thing and the reward. If you do this, you have this reward. If you do this, you have this reward. Then to get this reward, they will be excited, they will do their best, and their mind will be free enough.
Yeah, definitely. So they literally don't have any their devices, or that's what these days the kids, they everybody has their own devices, which you are doing is really great, I should say. Yeah, it's watching on TV is okay, but um, again, it is restricted, and they think it is a reward, which is great. Yeah, because the how you mold your children, that's how they become. Um, it's really nice what you're doing.
I participate in each and every activity of my kids. So as the orange day was there a week back, and I literally made orange or orange peel work. Orange peel work. I gathered the peels of orange, then decorated them in the form of fish, in the form of ant, and then giraffe. These three animals were made by me in with the peel work. Now they get excited that, mom, what are you doing? I said that let's participate. Let's cooperate with me. And we will show a different thing to your classmate, to your teacher. And whenever we have this innovation, whenever we have this kind of invention in our work, they are highly appreciated in their school, and they are often nominated for these kind of extra things. And then they say that, mom, you are great. And this is actually my work.
That's so from your you obviously one is a toddler and the three of your children. So they is one better than other in terms of like how they like to study, like you know, if
I
the
would say that is great grace of Almighty, that they are just comparing themselves with one another.
oh
Because
really
my
okay.
eldest son, I have to work very hard on my eldest son to mold in terms of hanging the timetable. I would say that let's Rohan make a timetable with your own choice. You have to make. For example, for summer vacation, we are just want to draw a timetable. I would say, let's kids come. We have to make and we have to draw the timetable. And one thing is that timetable will be of yours, but subject would be definitely all the completed in the timetable. Your playtime, your mobile time, your playtime outside the house will all be mentioned. Each and everything we will mention, even the our tea time, our breakfast time, when you are free, when you are taking your bath. In fact, these will be all mentioned. We have hanged there in the other room. I will show you each and every aspect. That in this way I have trained my eldest kid, and by watching my
The younger
youngest
ones
daughter
too.
also following the same track, my son, other son also followed the same track, and now alhamdulillah all are doing great.
The younger ones just follow then. It's nice. And do they are they interested in sports or anything?
Yes, Rohan likes cricket very much, and he likes to play with his classmates or with his street boys as well, and with his father. He's a eh, keen observer. Or you can say that he wants to love, or he loves to play with his father,
And
and
cricket
his
is
father
not
is also very.
because cricket is a national sport, isn't it? Cricket.
Yes.
Right. And your daughter, does she like any sports particularly?
Living among her three brothers, she is just like another brother in terms of taste, in terms of play, in terms
Oh,
of
right.
everything.
She plays cricket as well. She joins in. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So when is the what time? So this is February. So the kids will have the schools.
Yes, they are having their exams, final exams.
Exams. So their summer vacations start in when June? June.
Summer vacations will be started at in June. In June.
June. Oh, okay. So okay, June is when in India the schools open. So you
Yes.
have
No, no.
when do you?
I think Indo-Pak has the same vacation schedule because of the intense heat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but here it is like in mid-July until September is when they start the school. Yeah, yeah. So it's bedtime, isn't it? It's way past actually for you. It's late there, isn't it? Is it 11 o'clock now almost?
Yes, almost it's 11. And it's quite possible to have a session with quite quietness and with alertness of mind when I make my kids to sleep.
We should do more sessions like a month or two. We can catch up again. It's so really nice to chat with you and I. Like this being my second conversation, and then yeah, but especially from with someone from Pakistan. I hadn't really thought about that. I'd be, I would get an opportunity to do that in UK. And yeah, your YouTube channel is really great, and I've subscribed to that. Um, you're doing a lot of effort in building that channel, aren't you?
Thank you so much. I also glad to have a nice conversation with you, and it was a great time for me to have such a nice talk with you.
So we'll see again. And thank you so much. Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah, take care. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.